the warrior Orisha Oya, the queen of winds, storms, and transformation. Orisha Oya, the fierce and unpredictable force of winds, storms, and transformation, plays a crucial role in the unfolding wisdom of the 16 Òdò Méjì. In Eji Ogbe, she embodies the winds of creation, carrying the breath of Olódùmarè to shape destiny. Oyeku Méjì reveals her as the mistress of transition, guiding spirits through the gateway of death and ensuring the balance between life and the ancestral realm. In Wori Méjì, she brings sudden changes that test adaptability, while in Méjì, she commands the tempest of emotional and physical struggles that lead to inner strength. Irosun Méjì highlights her as the protector of women and childbirth, commanding the life-giving winds that push souls into the world. Wonrin Méjì portrays her as the storm that clears obstacles, though often through destruction before renewal. In Bara Méjì, she wields her power over commerce and trade, symbolizing the unpredictability of fortune. Conran Méjì shows her as the warrior who fights for justice, unleashing the whirlwind of revolution. Ògún Méjì emphasizes her connection to iron and battle, standing alongside Ògún as a warrior, Orisha who commands fierce storms in war and breaks through resistance with relentless force. Osa Méjì reveals her as the unseen force behind divination, whispering truths carried by the wind. In Ika Méjì, she controls illnesses carried through the air, but also the remedies hidden in nature's secrets. Turupon Méjì marks her as the mistress of transformation, breaking stagnation and propelling evolution. Itura Méjì shows her influence in the unpredictability of fate, ensuring that nothing remains static. Ireta Méjì highlights her role as the keeper of ancestral wisdom, speaking through the rustling winds. Ose Méjì showcases her connection to purification rituals, sweeping away negativity. Finally, in Fun Méjì, she reigns as the unseen force that dismantles the old so the new can arise. Across all the 16 Òdò Méjì, Oya teaches that transformation is inevitable, and those who embrace the winds of change will find the power to command their own destiny. Yoya, the Orisha of winds, storms, and the transformative power of change, embodies courage, passion, and the cycle of life and death. She is also closely associated with the Egúngún, ancestral spirits, and the spiritual realm. Oya's presence in the 16 Òdò Méjì highlights themes of transformation, leadership, and the ability to confront life's storms with strength and grace. The winds of new beginnings in Òdò Ọ Méjì. In Òdò Ọ Méjì, Oya's role centers on the winds of change that clear paths for new opportunities. Her energy drives innovation and courage, urging individuals to embrace transformation. A myth recounts Oya using her winds to disperse stagnation in a community, allowing prosperity to flow once more. This Òdò teaches that change is essential for growth and that the querent must harness bravery to move forward. The gatekeeper of life and death in Òdò Oyeku Méjì. Oya's influence in Oyeku Méjì connects her to the ancestral realm as she governs the transition between life and death. Myths tell of Oya guiding the spirits of the departed to their rightful place, ensuring that ancestral wisdom remains accessible to the living. Her presence in this Òdò reminds the querent to honor their ancestors and embrace life's cyclical nature. The voice of the ancestors in Òdò Iwori Méjì. In Òdò Iwori Méjì, Oya appears as the conduit through which Egúngún communicate with the living. Her winds carry ancestral messages, encouraging the querent to seek guidance from their lineage. Myths recount Oya delivering a critical warning to a family through dreams and omens, preventing a disastrous conflict. This Òdò teaches the importance of listening to subtle signs from the spiritual realm. The storm that restores balance in Òdò Ọ Méjì. In Òdò Ọ Méjì, Oya collaborates with Yemanja to restore harmony within families and communities. She uses her transformative power to expose hidden tensions and clear the way for reconciliation. Myths describe Oya summoning a storm to cleanse a village of negativity, teaching that destruction can pave the way for renewal. the protector of the Egúngún in Òdò Ọ. Ya's role as the protector of the Egúngún is central in Òdò Ọ. She ensures that ancestral spirits are honored and that their wisdom is passed down to future generations. Myths tell of Oya defending the Egúngún shrine from desecration, demonstrating her fierce commitment to ancestral traditions. Her presence in this Òdò calls for proper veneration of one's ancestors. The winds of commerce in Òdò Ọ. In Òdò Ọ, Oya governs the winds of trade and exchange, ensuring fairness and reciprocity in the marketplace. Myths describe her intervening to protect merchants from deceitful practices, using her winds to expose fraud. This Òdò highlights the importance of integrity in all transactions. The storm of courage in Òdò Ọ. In Òdò Ọ, Oya embodies the courage needed to confront adversity. She teaches the querent to harness their inner strength and face challenges head-on. Myths recount Oya leading warriors into battle, using her winds to disorient enemies and secure victory. Her presence in this Òdò inspires boldness and resilience. The transformer in Òdò Ọ. In Òdò Ọ, Oya's transformative energy drives personal growth and self-discovery. She encourages the querent to shed old patterns and embrace new possibilities. Myths describe Oya guiding a lost traveler through a storm to a place of safety, symbolizing the journey through hardship to renewal. The transformative rider in Òdò Ọ. In Òdò Ọ, Oya's energy as a warrior queen is amplified. She clears the way for transformative action, often through bold and decisive leadership. Myths describe Oya using her winds to disarm an advancing enemy force, demonstrating the necessity of courage and strategic thinking. This Òdò teaches that progress sometimes requires sweeping away old structures to make way for new growth. The Keeper of Secrets in Òdò Ọ. In Òdò Ọ, Oya works alongside Iansã as a force of justice and balance. She reveals hidden truths and ensures that divine laws are upheld. Myths recount Oya uncovering a plot against a king, using her winds to expose the conspirators. This Òdò highlights her role as a protector of truth and justice. The Warrior Queen in Òdò Ọ. In Òdò Ọ, Oya appears as a warrior who defends the querent against unseen dangers. Her storms clear the path of obstacles, ensuring that the querent can proceed safely. Myths describe Oya using her winds to drive away malevolent forces, emphasizing her protective nature. The Reconciler in Òdò Ọ. In Òdò Ọ, Oya's winds facilitate reconciliation and healing in relationships. She encourages individuals to confront unresolved issues and seek harmony. Myths recount Oya mediating a dispute between two warring factions, using her authority to restore unity. This Òdò teaches the value of forgiveness and mutual understanding. The Winds of Change in Òdò Ọ. In Òdò Ọ, Oya's transformative power is evident in her ability to usher in new beginnings. She challenges the querent to let go of the past and embrace the future. Myths describe Oya helping a struggling farmer rebuild after a storm, showing that renewal often follows destruction. The Enforcer of Divine Will in Òdò Ọ. In Òdò Ọ, enforces divine will, ensuring that justice prevails. Her storms expose deceit and wrongdoing, clearing the way for truth. Myths tell of Oya intervening in a legal dispute, using her influence to reveal the guilty party. This Òdò underscores her role as a protector of fairness and morality. Renewal in Òdò Ọ. In Òdò Ọ, Oya appears as a force of transformation and renewal, using her winds to clear obstacles that hinder growth. Myths describe Oya aiding a farmer by dispersing storm clouds to ensure a bountiful harvest, symbolizing her power to create clarity amidst chaos. This Òdò encourages the querent to embrace change as a means of achieving abundance. The cycle of life and death in Òdò Ọ. In Òdò Ọ, Oya's connection to the cycle of life and death is central. She ensures the smooth transition of souls and facilitates renewal. Myths describe Oya guiding a departed king to the ancestral realm, symbolizing her role as a bridge between worlds. This Òdò teaches that endings are necessary for new beginnings.